Welcome to another edition of Big Oo's Top 20 Countdown. This week we're counting down the top 20 reggae songs. Plus, we have a special guest from Snatch Beauty, and we have three extra songs that are going to be really awesome, and a comedy corner that you're going to really love. But you guys, let's get into this countdown. The number 20 song is actually one of my favorites on this list. This is by Ja Vinci. This song is called Worth It. Let's get into it. Worth It by Ja Vinci on Big Ooh Top 20 Countdown, baby. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, that was the number 19 song. That was by Little Hero. That song was called Bad Man Round Here. Yeah, I like that song. That was really cool. We're talking to our guest from Snatch Beauty. Introduce yourself. Tell my listeners about yourself.
Hi, my name is Linda, and I am the owner and founder of Snatch Beauties, located here in Los Angeles. I'm a licensed nurse and a licensed body sculptor practitioner. I offer all non-invasive procedures like mommy makeovers that require no downtime, butt lifts, fat dissolve injections, butt injections, fibroblasts, anything you can do almost in surgery, I do without a knife.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did you start? How did you get into the business of doing this?
Well, I used to work at USC Keck, and I worked on the surgery floor. So we did a lot of different surgeries, but some people did do mommy makeovers, and there's a lot of downtime to that. People have to miss work and the healing process, and everybody knows a trillion things can go wrong in surgery. Doesn't matter what kind of surgery it is, you're not guaranteed anything. So I ran into a girl that did this, and I was like, wow, that's pretty neat. So I tried it. And I just really liked it. Like, you can do all this and not have to get cut. Like, that's awesome. It's just, there's no downtime, but it's a process. It's a commitment. I'm not a surgeon, so I can't cut and done. It's going to be like, you have to come. You have to come. Consistency is key. But I like it because for all the people that are afraid to go under, as I am, we still want to feel good as men and women.
Yes.
And the fear of, what if I don't wake up? What if something goes wrong? My slogan is changing lives one body at a time. Okay. So I like to see the difference, and I like when people come in here and they're like, oh my God, I feel it. And it warms my heart to see that I was able to make a difference. So
that's awesome. So you said it's not just a one-time thing. It's how long is it? I mean, how long do people have to come in order?
It just depends on the person's body and what they're trying to achieve. I always encourage water is key to all of this, because what I do is like my ultrasonic cavitation machine, for instance, we have fat. So the heat to that and the vibration of it pops the fat like pimples, and you pass it through your lymphatic system. So you have to drink water for it to pass, and try to eat a healthy diet is highly, highly recommended. But if you can't, at least drink water, because I'm going to pop all those little pimples, and it's up to you to pass it. So depending on the person, their height, their weight, how good do they work out? Do they eat right? Or there's a lot of variables. But I always start off with 6 sessions, because you have to give the body time to respond. So I try to attack it like when you go to the gym. I want you to come 3 times a week for the first 2 weeks and see what happens. Then you can lax, okay, like once a week, or but recommended to start at 6 sessions, because you have to give me time to work my magic, and you need to be able to let your body detoxify and see what it does. And in 6 sessions, you should be able to see something. I don't care how big, how small, you'll see something. Now, some people do get results in 1 visit. Okay. But to get it to stay and be permanent, you're going to have to continue to come till we get it molded.
Okay.
And then it'll stay as long as you continue to do like your crunches or your squats, or you can come in for maintenance and do your butt here, and then every 6 months come in for maintenance.
Okay. You guys want to talk more to our guest, Leela from Snatch Beauty? But you guys, let's get back in this countdown. The number 18 song comes from Hezron. This song was called Smile Today. Let's get into it. Smile Today by Hezron on Big Old Top 20 Countdown, baby. Yeah, y'all, that was a Kabaka Pyramid featuring Buju Banton. That song was called Fade Away. We're talking to our guest, Leela from Snatch. So how long is the process? And like after they get the process, how long is it till people can work out again? Like, do they have to do like they have to wait like 4 or 5 days to work out again, or they can just work out immediately?
Oh, there's no downtime. So you can come to me at 2 o'clock and go work out at 3, 4 o'clock. Like
Wow.
that's like when I do men, sometimes I do men for like their abs because I do electrical muscle stimulation or even the ultrasonic cavitation. So they'll go Monday, Wednesday, Friday to the gym and come see me Tuesday, Thursday. I even do post-op care. So after the women or men get surgery, they come see me for lymphatic drainage. But there's like no downtime. You can come on your lunch break and go right back to work.
Oh wow, that is so cool.
Yeah, that's the benefit.
We have a mutual friend in common, Olinga. She was telling me about you. She was telling me, I was like, oh wow, I have to have her on the show. I was like, oh wow, that's cool. And so you know what? You just moved to a brand new location, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So tell me about the location and why you chose that location.
So I used to be on Slauson by Nipsey's and Woody's on, I don't know what street that is, but Moulin and Slauson. But
Okay.
location's key and people were fearful and there's no parking. So
Whoa.
now I'm across from the police academy by Randy's Donuts on Manchester, right in the same parking lot as Denny's on Belanca.
Oh, okay.
So I have two units. I have a 300 square foot unit and then I have my 900 square foot unit here.
Wow. So do you plan on opening more locations? Just going to be just what you just plan on staying where you are right now?
My goal is to, open up more, but right now I'm just trying to build a steady clientele because what happens is once my clients achieve their goals, they're gone.
Yeah.
Once they get what they want, it's like, thanks. And I'm like, oh, okay. So it's just constant, steady. And as one goes, one needs to come.
Yes. I can understand. I definitely understand that. That's the model of business. You
Yep.
got to keep on going.
Yes.
So you say you're a nurse. You started out as a nurse. How long were you a nurse? How long have you been a nurse?
Well, I mean, I started as a medical assistant in 2007, and I've worked everything but peds because I'm a mother. So I'm like, I feel like I know peds, which is pediatrics. I graduated LVN school 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. So you just decided now's the time to start your business. Wow.
Yeah. And I like people, so I like to make a difference. Like that's my thing. Like if I'm not on the hospital floor, I'm getting the interaction here. So I still get to interact, talk, meet all walks of life, different stories, so that's what I do it for.
What's your describe you going out on your own? What was it like when you first decided to go out on your own? Give me that story.
So I woke up one morning and said, I'm going to be a business owner. I put no thought into it, nothing. I didn't realize how hard it was. I didn't know I needed business licenses and insurance, and I had no clue. I just said, hey, if they could do it, I could do it. Yeah, well, it wasn't that easy at first, and I still struggle at times. I'm a small business, I'm a small Black-owned business at that. So I do have a lot of competition like Beverly Hills and things like that. But I don't give up because by the grace of God, he got me to it. So he will get me through it for sure.
You better say that.
I tell everybody, if you want to do it, you got to do it. It'll never be really the right time. You just got to take that leap of faith. If you brought it to your attention, for sure, it's going to work. But it's highly recommended that you have a business plan.
Yeah.
I just did I'm going to be a business owner and it worked. I love what I do. I love my clients. It's a great profession right now because a lot of people, unfortunately, are passing from surgeries and people are looking for alternatives. So right now it's kind of booming. And I teach classes also so people can do what I do.
Okay.
So I teach them locally and out of state.
Oh, okay. So you teach classes. Oh, wow. How is that? So you guys, what are the hours of your classes?
They're a 6-hour course.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And they get mentorship for life. So if they ever want to, like some people I tell, just take the class until you find out if you're going to be able to open a facility or, you know what I mean? Don't buy all the machines and all the gadgets because you may figure it's too hard. So I tell people, if you're not too certain, just take the course. And then when you're ready to actually open, you can always come back and we could do a refresher or whatever you need. When I go out of state, they usually buy the whole shebang, all the machines and all that, but they still do get me for live FaceTime, Zoom, Instagram, however they need to communicate with me. Or if I do go back to their state, they could sit in on my class.
Oh,
So,
that is
you
so
know, I'm
cool.
always for winning. We have to support one another, and the world is such an ugly place right now
Yes,
that
it is.
it's very rare to find people that support one another.
You're not lying about that. Oh, I have more questions for you, but let's get back in this countdown. The number 16 song comes from Magha Lion. This song is called Foreign I Know Easy. Don't ask me how to say that. I'm not gonna say that again. Let's get into it. Number 16 on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was a number 15 song, Protege featuring Jesse Royal. That song was called Family. Yeah. But you guys, we're talking to our guest, Leela, but let's take a break from talking to her for 1 minute. We're gonna go to the extra song of the week, which comes from a very good friend of the show. I promised him I would play this song. This first extra song is by Jay Lacan. The song is called Out of My Head. Let's get into it. Out of My Head by Jay Lacan on Big Top 20 Countdown, baby. Yeah. You guys, that was the extra song of the week by Jay Lacan, Out of My Head. We're talking to our guest Leela from Snatch Beauty. I have a question. With when people take your course, do they get automatic licenses or do they have to apply for their own license?
Well, right now, California or most states, I think only 4 states in the US have licensing. You have to be an esthetician. Right now, there's no licensing for it. So a certificate is all you need. You can't like cosmetology or masseuse, you don't need to go to any kind of schooling other than get a certificate right now.
Okay.
They have it. It's not governed by like the state or the federal anything.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, but some states, like I know for sure Connecticut, they have to be estheticians for sure.
Oh, okay.
Because I taught a class in Boston and the girl wanted to come and she was like, oh, I have to be New York. You have to be an esthetician. But here there's no guidelines.
You just haven't done it in California. You've done it all over the United States.
Yeah, like I'm supposed to go to Arizona this Saturday, Miami February 4th, Atlanta February 11th, and then Chicago February 25th.
Wow, that is so cool.
And I have to have 5 students to make it worth my air travel and stuff like that. But yeah.
And do they pay you to go down there, or do you have to pay your own way?
No. So what happens is I have a deposit of $500.
Oh, okay.
So as soon as whatever my air ticket is, as soon as I have enough deposits, I'll buy my ticket.
Oh, okay.
And then when I get there, they pay the rest in cash or card or whatever.
You know what? You're just like some singers that I know. The singer that I know, Shirley Caesar, she does that. She's like, you have to pay her half up front, and then when she gets there, you have to pay her the rest. Has there ever been a time where, speaking of that, has there ever been a time where they paid your deposit and you got there and they weren't able to pay the rest?
Yes, it happened when I went to Boston, but I told the girl, I'll just hold your certificate, and when you're done paying me, I'll mail it.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh,
like
wow.
I'm telling you, I'm on team. Like everybody has to win. I know everybody has hardships. I know everybody has lives and stuff happens. I get that. I'm human. You know, things happen. So it's like, okay, well, I'm going to let you take the course, but if you don't pay me, you're not going to get the certificate. So you can't do nothing without the certificate. So you pay me however you want to pay me, whenever you want to pay me, and I'll release the certificate once you catch up.
Smart business move. That's a very smart business move. Yeah. A+ on that. Yeah, I'm saying that. That's really smart. Describe one of your most successful surgeries that you've done. Tell me about it.
I had this blew my mind, but everybody's skin is different. So I had a young lady come in here. And we did a BBL on her and it was like instant. And I shocked myself that I was able to do that. Like, I was like, whoa, like this is real. And that's one of my before and after pictures, but it's the way her skin just grabbed it. They just worked. And I really loved it. And I do, another one is after surgery. When they come for the lymphatic drainage and I see them before and then I see the after. I know I had the surgeon's help, but it's these hands that get rid of all that fluid. And if it wasn't for me getting rid of all that fluid and shaping them, they would probably still end up a box.
Wow.
It's very creative. Like I just had a young lady right before you that had surgery in September. And she was like, oh my God, it feels so warm and soft. And it was her first visit. And she's like, oh, I want to buy 6 sessions.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow, that is so cool. You were very successful. Wow. You seem like a young woman to be so successful, man.
I don't know about young, but I'm still.
I guess I'm just trying to make you feel good.
Yeah, thank you.
But you guys, let's get back in this countdown. The number 14 song actually comes from Kashif Lindo. This song was called Coldest Day of My Life. Let's get into it. Coldest Day of My Life by Kashif Lindo on Big O's Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, we did 3 in a row for you. We did Coldest Day of My Life by Kashif Lindo. We did Robert French with Every Day of My Life. And number 12 was Biddy McLean. That's Let Me Say. But you guys, it's time to get into the Comedy Corner. The Comedy Corner comes from Roger Lopez, and he's a new friend of mine on Instagram. Let's get into it. The comedy of Roger Lopez on Big O's Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was a very, very funny Roger Lopez. We're talking to our guest, Leela from Snatch Beauty. You look like hurry up and talk to me. That's what you see. Like, stop playing the dang music and talk to me. It's all about me.
No. You're good.
You know, you said you're a mother. How is it balancing your own business and being a parent?
It's kind of a lot because on top of my own business, I still was working as a behavioral health nurse.
Okay.
So I would juggle my clients in between my work schedule and still have my kids. But right now I just take the kids, they go to the babysitter. I'm here, the hours there at school. And I'll leave here about 5:30. For my clients that actually paid packages like upfront, I'll come in whenever they need. Like I have a 9:30 tonight.
Oh, okay.
But it's because if that's the least I could do. If you're paying 6, 10, 12 sessions and you work late, I'm going to come in for you because that's what you paid for. So, and since it's mine, I can bring my kids and put them in the next building. I have TVs in every room, Denny's is next door. They can go eat.
All right now. Do you offer like affordable like payment plans and stuff like that as far as
I do my own, but I do have like Zezzle and Afterpay as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that is so cool that you're doing it like that. What is I always ask my guests this. What is some advice that you would give to someone who would like to go into business for themselves like you are?
Just do your research, find out what credentials you need, find out, do you need licensing? And don't be scared because it's never gonna be, you're always gonna find a reason not to do it.
Yeah.
And I don't advise that. I advise that you just do it because it's like, when you want to purchase a car or something, you find like, oh, can I afford it? And if you just buy it, you find a way to afford it, right?
Yes.
So it's kind of the same thing, but just, you might need some support. It just all depends. I came in blindsided, like I said. I'm an Aries, so I'm kind of like, I could do it. The bull in me, just the ram comes out. But don't be scared. Don't be scared. Like I said, if God gets you to it, he'll get you through it. You're going to have your ups, you're going to have your downs. You're going to find yourself on your knees praying because the clientele is up and then it's down. Like I was really slow from November to like the first week of January because of the holidays.
Yeah.
But now income tax is coming. So.
Oh yeah. Everybody wants to look good.
Yeah. So you just have to. I just tell people don't be scared. It's not going to be. You're not going to wake up and have $1 million company. That's what's not going to happen. I'm still waiting, but it's going to happen because I own it.
It's going to happen. You're going to be a millionaire very soon.
But you have to just be patient. Patience is key in owning your own business because it takes 3 to 4 years for it actually to be successful.
Wow.
Yeah, that's almost with like any business, unless you have like sponsors or people in the industry and they can make you blow up overnight. But if you're just a regular person like I am, it's sweat and tears.
Wow.
But you don't give up because you didn't start it to give up. What'd you start it for if you're gonna walk away?
That's right. You're not lying about that. You're definitely not lying about that. But you guys want to talk more to our guest, Leela from Snatch Beauty. But let's get back in the countdown. The number 11 song comes from Christopher Martin. This song is called Guaranteed. Let's get into it. Guaranteed by Christopher Martin on Big O's Reggae Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was the number 10 song, Kiedis featuring Dexter Dabbs and Sisa, and that song was called Relationships. It's time to get the second extra song, which comes from a dude that's going to be on the show in a couple of weeks. His name is Revolt, and this is one of my favorite songs off this CD that he gave me. This song was called Write You This Love Song. Let's get into it. Write You This Love Song by Revolt on Big Old Top 20 Reggae Countdown. Yeah, y'all, I like that song, Revolt's Write You This Love Song. That song was really, really cool. If y'all like it, go support it. And if you like Leela, go support her too. You know, she's making the bed, making the moves. Has any of your coworkers that you used to work with or that you still work with, have they ever like hating you? Oh, look at her trying to start her own business. Have they ever said that to you, or have the doctors that you work with?
No, they come to me for services, but they will be like, girl, you're brave. I don't know how you find time to do this. Like, when do you sleep? And I'm like, I don't. But you know, I mean, eventually it's gonna pay off where I want to be in a position where I can have people running this, but I need to make sure they're gonna give the same quality of work. If that, you know, because people are coming for my work. I can't just trust anybody doing the same thing. But no, they just like, how did you do it, and what made you want to do it? And I just woke up and said, I want to be a business owner, you know, and this was what it is. I like people. I'm like, you can't go wrong. Like, if you're a people person, you can't go wrong, because your character is going to bring them to you. They're going to fall in love with you if you know how to talk to people. You like people, they're going to be like, oh, I just like her. And I'm not a Beverly Hills where you're just a number. I'm not bringing them in like that where, oh, Miss Sheila and Miss Owen, like, you know, they don't really know you. I have a rapport with my clients. I know their kids. I know, you know, their jobs, their husbands, their boyfriends, or their drama, you know, but it's because I'm a small business and they're getting the same results, just not driving to Beverly Hills.
That's right. That's right.
And that means more to me because I want them to feel comfortable versus, you know.
Yeah, you definitely do, because that's one of the things you won't go to somebody that you don't trust.
Right. And I'm BBB accredited, licensed, and insured.
Okay. So nobody can come.
Sure.
That is so cool. That is so awesome. What is your you already told me one of your goals for the business. 5 years. I always ask this, where do you want to be in 5 years?
5 years, I want to have another business, do another one maybe in another state, or like I want to go, because I'm an LLC, I want to be a corporation.
Okay.
And I want to finish my RN, but I want to be a corporation and, like I said, have people run this for me. And maybe do more in the clothing. Like, I sell shapewear and waist trainers and all that, water bottles and hot slimming cream and all that good stuff. But I would like to have like my own, I already have like my own line, but you know what I mean? Like bigger, like maybe one business just for the clothing stuff that's going like crazy, and then still have the business. But I know I want to be a corporation by the grace of God. All
right, now that is so cool. So you also said that you recommend people to be on diets too. Are you a dietitian?
No.
Okay.
I'm not a dietitian, but I do have somebody that comes in here and like a nutritionist, and I'm starting to do Snatch Beauties Presents Healthy Choices. So like meal prep. And then my kids make vegan cookies.
Oh, wow.
Like, they have their own licensing. It's called D&K Bakeries. So I have them make like the little sweets, but vegan and stuff like that, gluten-free, all that good stuff. But I'm barely in the works of doing the Snatch Beauties Presents Healthy Choices, so that if the clients do struggle, we can prepare their food with, you know, like the Eat Naked and stuff like that they do, but at more of a reasonable price, or throw it in the package. If they buy a package of 12, they'll get the first 3 meals free, so they could try it, see if they like it, if it works. But that's just in the making right now. And that's how I'm trying to encourage. I sell water bottles, like, here, drink water. I have a 14-day detox, you know, and I have a shake machine. It's a vibration plate. So I tell my clients, if you're not going to work out, get on this machine before you leave. Like, I try little things. If you can't drink the 64 ounces, let's start off with 20. And next thing you know, you'll be drinking 40. And then, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people do not drink water. I'm really shocked. And so I'm like, baby steps. You know, you got to crawl before you walk.
Yeah, I was like that too before I became a diabetic, which is now under control. I used to hate water. I was so addicted to sugar that if I couldn't find sugar, you know, those little sugar packets at my job, I would literally pour them into my mouth. And now, I was that bad. Yeah, now,
see, I want to make food for everybody. So like the gluten-free and the vegan and stuff, because I do have diabetics. I do have a lot of different walks of life. And some people do struggle. You know, some people don't have wives, some people don't have time, some people, and that's an excuse. Well, I'm trying to eliminate all the excuses.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, it's going to cost you, but if you, like I said, you're going to buy a package, I'll throw 3 in for free. Let's start off with those 3 and see if you can not cheat. But that's key to keep it. That's with anything. If you go to the gym, if you get a bypass, if you get mommy makeovers, you can get pregnant, you can get fat again, anything can happen. So whether it's me or a professional surgeon, it can still happen. You have to eat right. But some people unfortunately don't have to eat right and they stay skinny. You know, but I've met people that have had 2 sleeves put in and they're big again.
Wow.
I've had the mommies come in here and said, oh, I got a tummy tuck a year ago and I got pregnant. I'm like, you spent $10,000 on your body and you're pregnant. But it happens. It's life. You know what I mean?
Life. That's life.
That's life.
I have a really good question for you, but I'm gonna save that until after we play these 4 songs. Let's get into the number 9 song. The number 9 song comes from Skip Marley and Ira Starr. This song is called Jane. Let's get into it. Jane by Skip Marley and Ira Starr on Big Top 20 Countdown. You know, I stole that from Soul Train. So let's get into it. You guys, that was a number, we did a 3 in a row for you. We did Jane by Skip Marley and Ira Starr. Number 8 was Not Today by Tanya Stevens. And number 7 was Mr. Rastaman by Kaba Kermit featuring Tifa. But you guys, it's time to get into the independent song of the week. And you guys know I cannot go one countdown without playing my song. So we're gonna play one of my songs. This is actually the single that just came out before this one. It just came out. It features, you know, Olinga's in the video. Olinga's in this video. And this song is called Damn Good God Almighty. Let's get into it by me. Damn Good God Almighty, the independent song of the week on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Y'all, that was the independent song of the week. If you guys like it, go support it, go support it, go support it. A lot of people, my mother said, you know what? When I told her the title of that song, she was like, you're blaspheming. I said, no, you're just appreciating beauty. But you know, I have a question. As a nurse, what kind of lifestyle do you recommend? The vegan lifestyle for people, the vegetarian lifestyle, or what's the, as a nurse, what do you recommend? What's the most healthiest for somebody?
To eat healthy. I can't say a vegan, because I'm not vegan. I eat meat. And I have to be honest, I'll be a hypocrite. So I just try to eat healthy. That's why I say try, because I still struggle. I like carbs. You know, that's just me. So I tell people, like, if they're drinkers, try to drink Michelob Ultra, you know, or try to drink 1 beer a week, or drink liquor instead of beer. Like, let's just try, instead of eating bread all week, let's eat bread 3 times a week. That's how I, you know, because no one's going to just stop cold turkey unless it's really, really like life or death, health reasons, you know, like you said, you go into diabetic coma, or, you know what I mean? Something like that, then you don't really have a choice. But when they come to me, I'm like, just try. Let's baby steps. You know, but if you're not going to eat healthy, at least come see me 3 times a week so I can get you breaking down that fat consistently. So whatever you are eating, hopefully we can just keep breaking it down. But I tell them, if you don't eat right, 1, that's going to alter my results. 2, your results may not last, because you can't have anything done in this world cosmetic wise to your body and think you can eat the same stuff. That's just a no-brainer. So 30% of it's me and the rest is the patient.
That's right. That's right. And you've another question about health. Is diet sodas the better than regular sodas, or how does that break down?
I feel diet sodas are way sweeter than regular soda. I think it's the thought. Yeah, if you compare a Coke to a Diet Coke, the sweetener that they put in the Diet Coke is way sweeter than the regular Coke. And I think it's just like beer, Michelob Ultra and the Modelo. They're still beer. They just have less carbs. So neither one of them are good for you.
That's right.
But if you're gonna do one of the worst enemies, let's do this one.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. If you have to drink soda, let's do diet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you have to, you're trying to eat better, I would say, okay, let's just do this. If you like Diet Coke, let's stick to Diet Coke. I would prefer no soda, but if you have to have it, let's do Diet Coke. Same thing with beer. If you have to drink it, let's do Michelob Ultra.
That's right. That's right. So you're doing a lot. You've been doing a lot. You already said what your goal is. Oh, We're gonna come back. I have to think of a question. We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back. Let's get it back into this countdown. The number 6 song comes from DeVille. This song is called Every Time It Rains. Let's get into it. Every Time It Rains by DeVille. Number 6 on Big O's Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was the number 5 song, Mortimer with Whole Heap. But it's time to get into Old School Jam of the Week. This is by today is his 75th birthday. Jeffrey Osborne. He has a song that was hit in 1987. This song is called You Should Be Mine, the Whoop Woo Woo song. Let's get into it. You Should Be Mine by the 75-year-old Jeffrey Osborne on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, yo, that was a number, that was an Old School Jam of the Week, but we're talking to our guest, Leela. Ah, man. I usually get in people's personal business, but you're telling on your personal business right now. You're talking about your kids. You know what? I don't know. Should I do it? I don't know if I should do it or not. You know, let's do it. I asked all the guests, what's your love life look like?
I've been married for 13 years.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Shout your husband out.
I love my husband.
Shout him out.
He was kind of my support because I kind of did get discouraged. Like I told you, there's the ups and the downs. And he was like, look, I got your back. So as I was working still, like I said, behavioral health, he took over my rant for like 6 months. So I didn't have that pressure on me. And then he's like, after 6 months, though, this baby's yours. And I was like, okay, but that gave me time to focus still on because I love behavioral health. I love working with disability. Like right now I do autism. So I go to family homes and I help them with their children.
Oh, that is so cool.
So, but yeah, he's my motivation at times because I want to show him like, look what I did. You know, not that he's not proud of me, but I want him to be like, damn, she did that. You know what I mean? Like she just woke up and said, and look what it came of. You know, but he flies with me when I go and because I won't dare go alone.
That's right.
I'll get snatched up or something and never come back.
Especially in them southern states.
Right. I don't trust nobody. So I'm like, I need him to come with me. But you know, he does encourage me when I'm like, I don't know if I could do it. Like, I don't know. Like teaching, I'm not a good teacher, I thought. But then I realized, like I just wrote 4 books, I think it was. I had my technician guy, or my little tech guy come out here and he brought this microphone and all this stuff. And I just talked. And then he transcribed it and I'll have them on like 5 different platforms in like 25 different languages. So if anybody wants to take the course, you know, like Udemy and things like that, where you can take training courses.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
they're on them they're on the websites right now. What's the name of one of the books?
Well, they're not there yet. I just did this 2 weeks ago. So he still has to transcribe them. And then we're gonna put them in like every other language known to man.
Wow.
And just put them out there.
That is so cool.
And it was really awkward for me to do it because I had to talk into this microphone and I couldn't see nobody. And since I'm by LAX, the planes are coming and he's like, oh, we got to re-record. Stop, we got it. And I'm like, ugh. It took like 5 days, but I did everything that I do, I covered as a book. So if anybody wants to take it online, that's just an extra revenue. But that was something I really, really wanted to do short term. And we made it happen.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
So I'm excited to see what that looks like. He showed me a couple slides already of like my vacuum therapy. And it's just so cool because I like talked and then it's subtitled and then I'm illustrating it. So, and everything's on cue. So it's kind of really cool to see it come to life.
Before I forget, why did you choose the name Snatched Beauty?
Well, you know, people say, oh, she snatched. Oh, she snatched. You know, so I'm beauties. I don't know. And I have a butterfly. I love butterflies, but Snatched Beauty is beautiful beauty, you know. And I really didn't think much of it. Like I said, everybody's like, you need a name. I'm like, a name? I had no thought. I told you, I just woke up one morning like, what? Okay, Snatched Beauties. Yeah. And I didn't realize, like I said, how important it was. And my tech guy was like, you need to stick to certain colors. You need to stick to the same butterfly. You need to use the same logo and everything. And I'm like, oh, this is a lot of work. Like I had to learn the color palette of my butterfly, had to trademark that. I had to, you know, it was just a lot. Yeah. But Snatched Beauties just came because you always hear the songs and you hear people say, oh, she's snatched. Oh, her waist is snatched. Or, oh, so like Snatched Beauties.
I'm not good with the slang these days. I'm older, so I can't.
me, that's why people ask. My mom's obviously older, and she was like, "Why do you call it snatched?" And she was like, "Is that because the personal woman part?" I'm like, "Huh?" Like,
Oh, wow.
I was like, I didn't even think that far, but you know, I didn't even put thought into it. And she kind of like embarrassed me, like, "No, mom." But are people thinking that? Like, you know what I mean? Do people?
Yeah. You have 1 minute. Say whatever. Say something. Whatever you want to say. Just say what you want to say. Be inspirational or anything. You have 1 minute to say whatever.
Never doubt yourself. If you want to go on your own business, do it. Chase your dreams. We only get one life, so live it up while you can. Don't put yourself in debt, but do what you can. Come check me out if you want. I'm on 5710 West Manchester 90045. You can call me at 323-347-9887. Stay blessed.
All right, now we're don't go yet. We still have we're gonna still deal with you, but you guys, let's get back in this countdown. The number 4 song comes from Bugle and Dexter Dabbs. This song is called Saddest Day. Let's get into it. Saddest Day by Bugle and Dexter Dabbs on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, we did 3 in a row for you. We did Saddest Day by Bugle and Dexter Dabbs, Late at Night by Protege featuring Lila Ike, and number 2 was Dinero by Lila Ike. But now it's time to get into the number 1 song. The number 1 song comes from Savannah. This song was called Low Me. Let's get into it. Low Me on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, y'all, that was the awesome number 1 song. We're talking to our guest, Lila. How can you already said it before, but tell my listeners again how they can reach you.
You can reach me on Instagram at snatched_beauties. You can call me at 323-347-9887. And if you mention this, I will give you a discount.
Awesome. Or yeah, mention Big Old Top 20 Countdown.
Yes.
Yeah. And I want to say thank you to our guest, Lila. I also want to say thank you to all the radio stations that are carrying this podcast. Small Motion Radio, The Block Radio. We recently reunited with Kill Radio. Oh, by the way, this is 2 days before our 6th anniversary. It's our 6th anniversary show. Yeah, we did it. 7 seasons, 6 years, and this is our 257th show. I want to say thank you to all the listeners. Thank you to all my guests. And if you want to reach me, you can reach me at www.linktree.com/OLUSHEYI.banjo. And you can also listen to this song, listen to this episode on there as well. Thought for the week: never give up, keep on going. And you guys know we always end this with a gospel song. And this is, for some reason, this song has been in my spirit all week. Let's get into it. This song is by Vanessa Bell Armstrong. This song is called Nobody But Jesus. Yeah. And may God bless you. May God keep you. We meet again. And that is it. That's the
end. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Stop recording.